Hi everyone, welcome to Chandan Logics. You all know that students who are preparing for bank, SSC, railway, police, defense, CSAT and other competitive exams are very familiar about Chandan Logics. Why the reason is, Chandan Logics have trained lakhs of students, and out of those lakhs of students, already thousands of students secured government jobs in various sectors. Now how this is possible to us? This is possible to us only because of our expert faculty team and our exclusive designed curriculum for examination. If you observe our expert faculty team, each and every faculty is having vast experience and they are having in-depth subject knowledge based on the present examination pattern, and they have trained lakhs of students. And coming to our curriculum, we have designed our curriculum in such a way that our video lectures are completely digital interactive video lectures where we are going to teach each and every subject in depth, complete concept oriented teaching and complete time saving techniques based on the recent examinations. And we are going to conduct mock examinations also. These mock examinations are exclusively based on the real time experience of what actual examination is going to happen. And we are going to provide you complete concept oriented PDF materials also. If you are a serious aspirant and looking for the right platform to achieve your dream job, download Chandan Logics app. Let us discuss the next pattern of questions. So now we are going to discuss questions based upon batting average. As I have mentioned you earlier, to solve questions based upon batting average, we will be using the same technique whatever we are using earlier. But before solving the questions, I will explain you what actually batting average is meant. So after explaining the concept, then I will be solving questions based upon batting average. Okay. So what actually batting average is meant? So batting average is nothing but total number of runs scored divided by total number of matches played. So it's like a simple definition. You can say batting average is nothing but total number of runs scored divided by total number of matches played. I will say this with a simple example. Let us example, we have two players. Let us say one is Dhoni. And we have one more player, let us say Sachin. So we have two players, one is like Dhoni and other is like Sachin. Let us example, Dhoni has played total matches 10 and Dhoni has scored total runs 600, whereas Sachin played 7 matches and runs scored are 350 runs. Now if I ask you to calculate batting average, I told you batting average is nothing but total runs scored divided by total number of matches. So total runs scored by Dhoni is 600 and total number of matches played is 10 matches. So I can say that batting average is nothing but 60, which means Dhoni is going to score 60 runs on an average for every match. If you look at Sachin is going to score how many? Total 350 runs. In how many matches? In 7 matches. So I can say that Sachin batting average is nothing but 50 runs, which means Sachin is going to score 50 runs for every match on an average. Now if you observe here, Dhoni batting average is 60, whereas Sachin batting average is 50. Now if I ask you the question, who is the best batsman out of these two? Then ultimately you should say that Dhoni is the best batsman. Why? Because Dhoni's batting average is 60, which means he is going to score 60 runs for every match, whereas Sachin batting average is 50, where he is going to score 50 runs in every match. So ultimately I can say that more the number of runs per match, we can say that he is the best batsman. So as Sachin is going to score 50 runs per match and Dhoni is going to score 60 runs per match, I can say that Dhoni is the best batsman when compared to Sachin. Okay, so simple definition, batting average is nothing but total number of runs scored divided by total number of matches played. Okay, this is nothing but batting average. Now let us solve questions based upon this. Okay, look at the question. The average of runs of a cricketer player of 10 innings was 32. How many runs must he make in his next innings so as to increase his average of runs for? Very simple question. This is similar to whatever we have solved earlier. So initially he played how many matches? 10. That is like 10 innings. In 10 innings his average score is how much? His average score is 32. Now he is asking how many runs must he make in his next innings? Next innings means in the 11th innings. Okay, so that his average is going to increase by 4 runs. Initially it is 32. When it is going to increase by 4, now it is going to be 36 runs. Now I am supposed to find 11th innings. 11th innings, what is the total score? This was my question. Now already I have told you how to solve these type of questions. Yes or no? Go with the same technique whatever we have discussed earlier. Now look here, this is same as person joining. Look here, but the only difference is question terminology is different. Now if you want to observe here clearly, 10% average is 32. If a new person joins, average increases by 4, which means this is same as person joining. Yes or no? Person joining or batting average, both of them will be the same. Just the difference is like question terminology is different, nothing more than that. Okay, so 10 became 11, which means plus 1. Similarly, this is plus 4. Look here, left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. 1 into 36, that is nothing but 36. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. 4 into 10, that is nothing but 40. So we can say that total number of runs that should be scored in the 11th innings is nothing but 76 runs. Okay, which is like option 1. Very simple question. You will not do anything. Either you can solve in this way or you can go with the concept of equal distribution also. If you go with the concept of equal distribution, initial average is how much? 32. Now what is the average? 36. Which means for all the 11 innings combined together, average is like 36. Now if you observe here, average increased by 4. Why average increased by 4? Due to this 11th innings score, average increased by 4. When average increased by 4 means each and every innings is increased by 4. So how many such innings? 10 such innings. So 4 into 10, that is nothing but 40. Which means 36 plus 40 is nothing but total number of runs scored in the 11th innings. Either you can go with the concept of equal distribution or you can go with the concept of left hand side difference, right hand side difference. Both of them will give us the answer. Okay, let us look at the next one. Very simple questions. Just try to learn the concept, then solving these questions will become simple. A batsman has a certain average of runs for 12 innings. In the 13th innings, he scores 96 runs, thereby increases his average by 5 runs. What will be his average after 13th innings? We are supposed to find what is average after 13th innings. Look here, initially how many innings? 12 innings. For 12 innings, what is the average? We does not know. Let us say it is n. Now what happened in 13th innings? In 13th innings, what happened is he scored 96 runs. In 13th inning, he scored 96 runs. Due to this, what happened is increasing the average by 5 runs. Now initially average is n, now it is going to be n plus 5. Now he is asking question, what will be the average after 13th innings? Which means I need to say what is this n plus 5 value. Okay, look here. If you want, you can go with the same procedure whatever we have discussed earlier. Now if you look at the left hand side it is plus 1. If you look at right hand side it is nothing but plus 5. Okay, now calculate it. Left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. Now this is going to be n plus 5. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. Now it is going to be 60. Okay, now this is equal to total number of runs, that is 96. So we can say that n plus 5 is equal to how much? 36. If n plus 5 is 36, Even our question is to say what is the average after 13th innings. After 13th innings, average is going to be 36. Why? Because n plus 5 is 36. So I can say that answer is going to be 36. If the question is in this way, what is the average before? It is actually after. If the question is like before, what is the average before? What is the average before 13th innings? Then I can say n plus 5 is equal to 36. N is equal to 31. Yes or no? Which means this is going to be 31. When if the question is what is the average before 13th innings? Before 13th inning means average will be 31. But the question is not before 13th innings. Question is after 13th. So after 13th innings, average is going to be 36. Okay. Now either you can solve this question in this way, or you can go with the concept of equal distribution. If you go with the concept of equal distribution also, you'll get the answer. Look here, for 13 innings average is how much? N plus 5. Okay. Now if you look here, now what happened is all the matches increased by 5. If all the matches increased by 5 means this total 12 matches increased by 5. So 12 into 5, how much extra? 60 extra. Which means I have scored total 96 runs in 13th innings. But out of those 96, I got 60 extra, and that 60 was distributed for all these persons or all these innings. Which means this 13th innings average is going to be 96 minus 60, which is going to be 36. Okay. Either you can go with the concept of equal distribution, or you can solve using this method as well. Any of them you are going to get the answer. Okay. Let us look at the next. A batsman scores 87 runs in the 21st match of his career. His average runs per match increases by 2. What was his average before the 21st match? Now it is like before 21st match. Okay. Look here, a batsman scores 87 runs in 21st match. So initially for 20 matches, how many runs he has scored, we does not know. Let us say this is n. In the 21st match, what happened is he scored 87 runs. Okay. Due to this what happened? Average increased by 2. Now this is going to be n plus 2. Now what is your question? Your question is what was his batting average before 21st match? Before 21st match means we are supposed to say the value of n. Now you can use the same concept. Left hand side difference, right hand side difference equal to 87, you can do that. Or else you can use the concept of equal distribution. If you use the concept of equal distribution, and if you are asked to find the value of n, look here how to solve this question. Now if you observe here, in the 21st innings he scored 81 runs. Yes or no? In the 21st innings he scored 81 runs. Due to this what happened is average increased by 2. Average increased by 2 means each and every match is increased by 2. When each and every match is increased by 2, then 21 into 2 is nothing but 42. Okay. Now if I keep this 42 aside, then remaining balance is going to be how much? Remaining balance is going to be 45. Which means the value of n is going to be 45. Why? Because each and every match increased by 2. Each and every match increased by 2, which means 20 into 2, it is going to be 40. Okay. So 87 minus 40, which is going to be 47. So this value is 47. But our question is not n plus 2. Our question is like n. As our question is n, if n plus 2 is 47, we can say that n is like 45. Okay. That is the reason 87 minus 42. Why this 42 means for 21 innings each of them increased by 2. So 21 into 2, that is 42. So 87 minus 42, it will be 85. Either you can solve in this way or you can solve in this way as well. For 20 innings increased by 2, it is going to be 40. Out of 87, if I take 40, remaining is 47. Now this remaining 47 is nothing but n plus 2. If n plus 2 is 47, n value is nothing but 45. Okay. Next one, the average runs of a batsman in his 23 matches is 62. He scores 122 runs in his 24th match. Find his new average. So look here, initially for 23 matches, what is the average? Average is 62. He scores how many? 122 runs in 24th match. Yes or no? Due to this, what happened? Due to this, what happened is like average increased. Average increased. Now they are asking what is the new average. Very simple question. If you observe here carefully, if you did they say how much increase? They did not say it. The average runs of a batsman in his 23 matches is 62. He scored 122 runs in 24th match. Find his new average. Yes, we need to find this value. Either you can solve this with the concept of equal distribution, or else you can solve using left hand side difference, right hand side difference. Any of them is like okay. Look here. If you observe here, total how many runs he scored? 122 runs he scored. Yes or no? If you look at this, total 122 runs. If you observe here, for 23 matches, average score is how much? 62. If 23 matches, average score is 62, and if I need to find this value, now this value also should be 62 plus something. Yes or no? So what I will do, out of this 122 runs, I am reducing the 62 runs. Why? Because initially I have average of 62. So reducing the 62 runs. So 122 minus 62 is nothing but 60, which means I got 60 more. Now whatever the 60 more I got, I need to distribute for all the matches. That is the reason new average is going to be 62 plus I got 60 extra. Now the 60 has to be distributed for all the matches. All the matches means 24 matches. Yes or no? Now 60 by 24 is nothing but 2.5. So we can say that new average is going to be 62 plus 2.5, which is 64.5, which is going to be first option. Okay, very, very simple question. Just listen here carefully. 23 matches, average is 62. In 24th match, he scored 122 runs. What is the new average? Then what I have done, for 23 matches, 62 means for 24th match, as he scored 122 runs, which is more than this average value should be more than 62, which means 62 plus something. I need to find what is this something. That is the reason what I have done. 122 and 62 difference is 60, which means I got 60 runs extra. Now the 60 run has to be distributed for all the matches. All the matches means 24 matches. So if 60 divided by 24, I am going to get 2.5 extra, which means new batting average is going to be 62 plus 2.5, which is 64.5 runs. Okay, let us look at the next one. A cricketer had a certain average of runs for his 64 innings. In his 65th innings, he is bowled out for no score, which means he scored 0 runs on his part. This brings down his average by 2 runs. His new average of runs is, look here, initially he played how many matches? 65 matches. For the 65 matches, what is the average? We does not know. Okay, let us say it is like n. Now what happened? Initially he played 64 matches. For 64 matches, average is like n. Now what happened? In 65th match, he scored 0 runs. Yes or no? Due to this, what happened? Average brings down by 2. If initially it is n means, now it is going to reduce by 2. Now it is going to be n minus 2. Now they are asking what is his new average, which means you are supposed to find this n minus 2 value. What is this n minus 2? Now you can solve this question using the same procedure whatever we have done earlier, that is left hand side difference, right hand side difference. If you want, you can calculate this. So look here, if you are going to calculate it, left hand side difference is how much? Left hand side difference is plus 1, right hand side difference is minus 2. So calculate left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. Now this is going to be n minus 2. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number, it is going to be minus 128. Now this is equal to 0. Okay, now we can say that n minus 2 is equal to 128. Even our question is to find his new average of runs. So new average means this n minus 2 value I need to find. So what is n minus 2 value? N minus 2 value is nothing but 128. So I can say that answer is like 128. Either you can solve in this way, or you can go with the concept of equal distribution. If you go with the concept of equal distribution, look here. Now what happened? As a reason I have scored 0 runs. Now each and every match reduced by 2. How many such matches? 64 matches. So 64 into 2, 64 into 2 is like 128. So as it is 0, now what happened is 128 runs deficit was happened. So I can say that the new average is going to be 128. Okay, either you can solve in this way or you can solve with the concept of equal distribution. Any of them you are going to get the answer. Next one, a cricket batsman had a certain average of runs in his 91 innings. In the 92nd innings, he made a score of 54 runs and thereby his average of runs decreases by 0.75. His average of runs after 92nd innings. So we need to find after 92nd innings what is his average. Look here, it is said that for 91 innings, what is the average? We does not know. Let us say it is n. Next, what happened in the 92nd innings? In the 92nd innings, what happened is he scored 54 runs. Yes or no? He scored 54 runs. Due to this, what happened? Average decreases by 0.75, which means if it is n, now it is going to be n minus 0.75. Now your question is to find his average of runs after 92nd innings, which means we are supposed to find this value. Okay, now if you want, you can go with the same concept. Left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side difference. You can go with the same concept, you will get the answer. Or else you can go with the concept of equal distribution. If we go with the concept of equal distribution, look here, initially average is n. Now what happened? Average is going to become reduced by 0.75. If average is reduced by 0.75 means each and every match is reduced by 0.75, 0.75, 0.75. Yes or no? So how many total such matches are there? 91 total such matches are there. Yes or no? As we have 91 such total matches, it is going to be 91 into 0.75. 0.75 can be written as 3 by 4. Yes or no? 91 by 4 means 22 times it is going to be 88. Yes or no? After left with 3 remainder. 3 by 4 is like 0.75, which is going to be 22.75. Okay. Now if we calculate 22 3 times, it is going to be 66. Now 75 3 times, it is going to be how much? 75 3 times, if you are going to do, it is going to be 210 plus 15, 225. But it is going to be 2.25. Now 66 plus 2.25 is nothing but 68.25. Okay. Which means it is going to be 54 plus 68.25. Okay. So it's going to be 122.25. 122.25, which is like option 1. Okay. Very simple. Either you can go with the concept of equal distribution or you can go with left hand side difference, right hand side difference concept. Okay. Now what I have done is this 91 innings, what happened is all of them are reduced by 0.75, 0.75, 0.75. So what I have done, 91 into 0.75. When I calculate, it is 68.25. As it is 68.25. Now why I got this less? Due to this 54 runs. So if I add this, then my average is going to be balanced. So 54 plus 68.25. If you are going to do that, answer is going to be 122.25. Okay. Either you can solve in this way, or else if you want, you can go with the concept of left hand side difference, right hand side difference. Left hand side difference is how much? Left hand side difference is plus 1. Okay. Now multiply this one. Now this is going to be n minus 0.75. n minus 0.75 plus 0.75 into 3. I can write it as 91 into 3 by 4. Now this value is equal to how much? This value equal to 54. Now if you calculate this, already just we have calculated, it is nothing but 68.25. Now I can say that n minus 0.75. n minus 0.75 is nothing but 54 plus 68.25. Yes or no? Now this is going to be 112.25. Yes or no? Which is same as whatever the answer we got earlier. So either you can solve with the concept of equal distribution, or else you can solve with left hand side difference, right hand side difference. Both of them will give us the same answer. Let us look at the next one. A batsman scores certain runs in 72 innings. In the next 2 innings, he scores 54 and 36 respectively. Therefore, decreases his average by 3. Find his average after 74th innings. So we are supposed to find his average after 74th innings. Look here, for 72 innings, average is like n. Now next 2 innings are added. So total 74 innings. So in the 74 innings, in these 2 innings, what happened? He scored 54 and 36. Yes or no? 54 and 36. Therefore, decreased his average by 3 runs. So average decreases by 3. So it is going to be minus 3, which means it is going to be n minus 3. Now they are asking what is his average after 74th innings, which means we are supposed to say this n minus 3 value after 74th innings. Now you can go with the concept of left hand side, right hand side, you can go with that, or else you can go with the concept of equal distribution. If you go with the concept of equal distribution, look here. Actually he scored 54 plus 36, that is 2 innings, 54 runs, 36 runs. But what happened? Average decreased by 3. Average decreased by 3 means each and every match is decreased by 3. Yes or no? Each and every match decreased by 3. As each and every match is decreased by 3, this total 72 matches, all of them are decreased by 3. So that is the reason it is going to be 72 into 3. Okay, now what is 72 into 3? 210 plus 6, that is nothing but 216. Now total number of runs in these 2 innings is going to be 216 plus 54 plus 36. Now 54 plus 36 is 90. 90 plus 216. 90 plus 216 nothing but 306. Which means for 2 matches, it is going to be 306. Why? Because here the difference is 2. It's not 1. For 2 matches 306. Then for 1 match it is going to be 302 by 6, which is nothing but 153. So we can say that this is going to be 153. Okay, so we can say that after 74th innings his new average is going to be 153. Very simple. Just what I have done is I am going to use the concept of equal distribution. Due to this runs, what happened? Average decreased by 3. As average is decreased by 3, each and every match is decreased by 3. So how many such matches are there? 72 such matches are there. So 72 into 3 is nothing but 216. Now 216 plus you have a total of 90. It is going to be 306. For 2 matches 306. Then as it is like average, now it is like 2 matches 306. Then 1 match it should be 153. Okay, either you can solve in this way, or else you can use the concept of left hand side difference, right hand side difference. If you do that, look here, left hand side is like 2 into n minus 3. So 2 into n minus 3. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. Now it is going to be 72 into minus 3 is nothing but how much? Minus 216. Now this is equal to 54 plus 36. 54 plus 36, it is going to be 90. So I can say that 2 into n minus 3 is equal to 306. Yes or no? So n minus 3 is equal to 306 cancels into how many times? 153 times. So I can say that n minus 3 is equal to 153. This is same as whatever the answer we got earlier. If the question is find his average before, if it is before 74th innings, then what it has to be? It should be 156. But the question is not before 74th innings, the question is saying after 74th innings. After 74th innings means initially it is 156. Now 3 decreased. 156 minus 3, I can say that answer is going to be 153. Okay. Let us look at the next. A batsman scores 556 runs in 26th, 27th, 24th and 29th innings together, and now his average increases by 4 runs. Find average runs after 29th match. Look here, if you look here in this, initially for 25 matches, what is the average we does not know. Let us say this is n. Now we have total 4 extra matches, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th. So now after 29 matches, what happened is average increased by 4. Average increased by 4 means now this is n plus 4. Okay. Now what it is saying, now this is happened. Why? Because he scored total 556 runs. As he scored total 556 runs, that is the reason average increased by 5. Now he is asking find new average after 29th. So find new average after 29th means I need to find what is this n plus 5 value. Again, you can go with the same concept whatever we have discussed earlier. Now if we need to find what is n plus 5 value, look here, now when he scored 556 innings, what happened? Average increased by 5. Average increased by 5 means each and every match increased by 5. How many such matches are there? 25 such matches are there. So 25 into 5. So 25 into 5, which is nothing but 125, which means it is increased by 125 runs. Okay, so 125 runs. So what would be the difference? 6 minus 5 is like 1, 5 minus 2 is like 3, and 5 minus 1 is like 4, which is going to be 431. Now this 431 should be distributed for all the 5 matches. Sorry, it is like 4 runs. I have done a calculation mistake here. Actually, average is increased by not 5. Average is increased by how much? It is mentioned clearly. Average increased by 4 runs. As average increased by 4 runs, this is going to be plus 4. If this is plus 4, if it is n, it should be n plus 4. Now this 4 runs increased for how many matches? 25 matches. So 25 into 4, now this is going to be 100. Yes or no? Now what happened? 556 minus 100, which is going to be 456, which means 456 runs for how many matches? If you look here, this difference is like 4, which means for 4 matches, 456 runs. Now I need to find what is this n plus 4 value, which means it has to be distributed for 4 matches. Why? Because that 456 runs is for 4 matches. Now 456 is for 4 matches. Then if I need to calculate average, now this is going to be how much? 114, which means n plus 4 value is nothing but 114. So we can say that answer for this question is like 114. Very, very simple. Or else you can solve the same question using left hand side difference, right hand side difference. Even if you are going to solve with that concept, again you will get the same answer. Either you can solve in that way, or you can go with the concept of equal distribution. If you go with the concept of equal distribution, what happened? He scored 556 runs. Due to these runs, what happened is average increased by 4. If average increased by 4, each and every match is increased by 4. So how many such matches? 25 such matches. 25 into 4, 100 extra. As I got 100 extra, now what I have done, out of this 556, I have removed that 100. So remaining is like 456. Now this 456 has to be distributed for total 4 matches. Now I came to know that average value is nothing but 114. Okay, very, very simple question. So he is also asking us find the average after 29th innings. So 29th innings average is going to be 114. Okay, just these are like questions based upon batting average. So once if you learn the concept, you can solve all these questions very easily. And don't forget, all these questions can be solved with only one simple single trick, whatever we have learned earlier. That is left hand side difference, right hand side difference. Left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. If you go with this technique, you can do all these questions in fraction of seconds. Nothing other than that is required. Only if you learn that one single concept, you can solve all these questions. Okay. Let us look at the next one. The batting average for 40 innings of a cricket player is 50 runs. His highest score exceeds the lowest score by 172 runs. If these 2 innings are excluded, the average of the remaining innings 48 runs. Find his highest score. Now even these pattern of questions are also really important. Okay. Now even these questions can be solved with the same pattern whatever we have used earlier. Look here, total how many innings are there? Total we have 40 innings. For this 40 innings, what is the average runs? Average runs is nothing but 50. And it is also said like, if highest and lowest, these 2 innings are excluded. If these 2 innings are excluded, remaining are like 38 innings. For these 38 innings, what is the average? Average is like 48 runs. In this, it's already mentioned, highest score exceeds the lowest score by 172 runs, which means highest lowest difference is how much? 172, and we are asked to find what is the highest score. Okay, look here, the same concept whatever we have discussed earlier, go with the same concept. Left hand side difference is how much? -2. Right hand side difference is how much? -2. Okay, now you are supposed to calculate highest plus lowest value. Calculate it. Left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. So -2 into 48. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number, minus 2 into 40. From this, if you are going to take minus 2 common, it is going to be 48 plus 40. Yes or no? Now this is going to be minus 2 into 88. Now this is nothing but 160 plus 16, 176. As it is negative value, neglect this negative value, and I can say that highest plus lowest is nothing but 176. Highest plus lowest is nothing but 176. If highest plus lowest is 176, let us subtract them. If we are going to subtract, highest gets cancelled. Yes or no? L minus of minus L is nothing but 2L. So 2L is equal to 176 minus 72, which is nothing but 4. Now we can say that L is nothing but 2. So if lowest is 2, I can say highest is nothing but 174. Why? Because 174 plus 174 plus 2 is going to be 176. We came to know that lowest value is 2. If lowest is 2, highest is going to be 174. Our question is like highest. So we can say that highest score is like 174 runs. Okay. Sometimes the questions will ask us to find highest, and sometimes the question will ask us to find the lowest. Any of them, you can solve them very easily. Now look here. Even this calculation is also not required. If you want, the same question can be solved by the concept of equal distribution. If you go with the concept of equal distribution, look here. 40 matches average is 50. 38 matches average is 48. Which means each and every match is 48, 48, 48, 48. So those two matches also should be 48, 48. Or else you can say 40 matches average is how much? 50. If 40 matches average is 50, each and every match should be 50, 50. So those two matches also will be 50 plus 50. But what happens when two matches are excluded? Average reduces by 2. When average reduces by 2 means each and every match is reduced by 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. How many such matches? 38 such matches. So 38 into 2. So 38 into 2 is nothing but 76. Yes or no? When you add this, it is going to be 176. Yes or no? So highest plus lowest is equal to 176. Anyway, you know highest minus lowest is 172. So calculate and you are going to get highest score, and ultimately you get lowest score also. Okay. Very easy questions, and these type of questions comes in examinations as well. Okay. Let us look at the next one. Next one also similar question. Read the question. What question is saying? The batting average of a cricket player for 64 innings. So for 64 innings, what is the batting average? It seems 62 runs. His highest score exceeds the lowest score by 180 runs. Highest score exceeds the lowest score by how many runs? 180 runs. Excluding these two innings, when these two innings are excluded, it is going to be 62 innings. And the average of remaining innings is going to become 60. Now we are supposed to find what is the highest score. Very simple. If you observe here, average, what happened? Average is reduced by 2. When average is reduced by 2, each and every match is going to be reduced by 2. If you look here, for 64 matches, average is how much? 62. 62 means both those highest and lowest matches, both highest plus lowest is should be 62 plus 62. But what happened when they are removed? Then average reducing by 2. Average reducing by 2 means for each and every match it is reduced by 2. How many such matches? 62 such matches. So 62 into 2. 62 into 2, it is going to be 124. When you add all of them together, 62 into 2 is like 124. 124 plus 124, it is nothing but 248. Which means highest plus lowest value is nothing but 248. Okay. Now if you are going to simplify this, when you subtract both of them, highest gets cancelled. Now this is going to be 2L is equal to 248 minus 180. So 248 minus 180, it is going to be 68. So from this we can say that L is going to be 34. If lowest is 34, now this is going to be 34. Then what should be the highest? Highest is going to be 214. Yes or no? 214, which is like option 4. Very simple. Either the question can be lowest score or the question can be highest score. Whatever it may be, once if you know the concept of equal distribution, you will try to know what is highest plus lowest value. Anyway, in the question you have highest minus lowest value. When you solve this, you came to know that lowest is like 34. If lowest is 34, if you need to find the highest, 248 minus 34, we can say that highest is going to be 214. Okay, even these type of questions are also really important. So what all you guys need to do is like, you need to practice them a lot. Once if you are going to practice them a lot, then applications is going to become easy for you in examination. The only secret you need to do is like, my part I am going to explain each and everything in detail and make it easy, and your part is to practice them a lot. When you are going to practice them a lot, then these applications become easy and you can solve these questions very easily. And don't forget, you can solve all these questions using the concept of left hand side difference, right hand side difference. I am trying to solve these questions sometimes left hand side difference and sometimes with the concept of equal distribution, but it does not mean that you can't apply in all the cases. You can apply it in all the cases, but I am not doing the calculation and I am directly taking these values. If you want, you can go with left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. You can go with that calculation. That one single technique is sufficient to solve all these different pattern of questions. Is that clear with everyone?
If you're a serious aspirant and if you're looking for the right platform to achieve your dream job, immediately download Chandan app. For more details, contact below numbers. Thank you. All the best.